All right, everyone, welcome to my page. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. My name is Rashad King, and I am an Orisha priest, crowned Oya. Chengo is my daddy. I'm also scratched in Palo Mayambe, working with the mighty Sarah Banda, who is a great shaman and warrior known for being able to break any curse. And I also practice hoodoo. Remember, this is a general message, so only take what resonates. I should only be telling you things that your spiritual team should have already revealed to you. If they haven't revealed this to you yet, then of course it will not resonate. So go ahead and just ignore me and just take all of the other things that you learned from these videos. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, guys, so before we get into this reading, just a couple of things. Remember, if you are trying to book a session, the website is always going to be in the description. So always check the description so that you can get the link to my website. The website is going to have spiritual products that you can buy, such as oils that you need for your candles, come to me oil, money oil, the whole 9 yards. It's going to have spiritual bath. It's going to have protective necklaces, protective jars, mojo bags, as well as different services, your rituals, your ceremonies, as well as your cleansings. So if you're interested in any of those things, you can go check out the website, as well as reading material. I know a lot of people are always hitting me up saying, hey, you know, what should I read to learn more about the ancestors, to learn more about the Orishas? Go to my website and purchase my ebook. All of those things are available on my website.
All right, y'all, let's see what's in these cards. Thank you, Goon. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Sarah Banda. Thank you, Risha. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Anubis. Thank you, Olodumare. Thank you, Olaron. Thank you, Olafide. Thank you, Samba. What is in the cards? What do you need to tell your people? Allow it to be revealed with truth and clarity. Ashe, amen. For you are not the author of confusion. Bring clarity into this reading, Lord. Ashe. Alright, Page of Pentacles. What is the clarifier? What is the clarifier, Spirit? What is the clarifier for the Page of Pentacles? Alright. Two of Swords is with the Page of Pentacles. This is a difficult choice. Alright, so the King of Swords in the beginning and the Strength card. I'm like, Lord, come on. Get me out of this arena of just doing these love readings. But it's like, look, whatever you want to bring. But I'm like, damn, why do I got to keep being stuck with love readings? Let's see. This light was just like, come on. Light, why you going so dark? What is the clarifier? What is the clarifier? What is the clarifier, Spirit? What is the clarifier? Is the Seven of Wands, trying to maintain control. You have the Judgment card. Judgment card is all about an awakening. You have the Queen, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is awakening. Six of Six of Swords. Somebody's getting ready to leave a situation. There's the clarifier. There's the clarifier. And the Five of Cups. This is really going over the same story that we've been covering for the last couple of readings. I mean, I guess we can do some in the motions. Yep, return. Second chance. Yep. Commitment. Ooh, but why do we have curse? Why do we have commitment and curse? Commitment and curse. And longing. Past life is the... All right, so these are two completely different messages. There's two people technically on the board. We're not counting the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is not being really represented as a person. It's an action of what this person is going to do. And so up and down, horizontal is the energy of the divine feminine. Vertical, going side to side, this is the energy of the King of Swords, which is being as a divine masculine. Now, I can tell you now, I never like to really just keep going over zodiac signs, and I'm technically still not going over the zodiac signs. I'm going off the element. I love going off the element. The King of Swords is a wind sign. This is King of Swords is typically wind, so this would be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Queen of Cups is normally water. This would be your Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It doesn't have to be, but remember when it talks about a divine masculine and divine feminine, it has nothing to do with gender. Someone can be a male can be a divine masculine, a female can be a divine masculine, vice versa. It has nothing to do with gender, but the story is really just connected. Across vertical is talking about the King of Swords, and then horizontal is talking about the Queen of Cups. So the overall energy, you have the Page of Pentacles, which is saying something is getting ready to return. Someone is getting ready to return to you, and they're going to end up offering you a gift. The person that is getting ready to return, it is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is getting ready to return. A divine masculine is getting ready to return back into someone's life. But when you look at the clarifier is the Two of Swords. The clarifier is a very difficult decision that need to be made. So when you look at the Two of Swords, her eyes is blinded, which means and even with this blindfold, it's going all the way across it. So it's blinding her eyes, it's blinding her ears, and that's what makes this decision so difficult, is that when this person comes back in, which is being represented as the King of Swords, you might not want to see the change, nor do you want to hear anything. This is someone that is saying, look, I know who you are. You already showed yourself. When somebody show you who you are, when somebody show you who they are, you better believe it. Don't be tricked. Don't be manipulated. This is someone that don't want to hear it. And that even though this person is going to come in with a gift, this is someone that's saying, nope, not me. Don't come back to me. But this person do want to return and they want to give a second chance. And so this person want to come back and give a second chance. But the main thing that the overall energy is saying is that the person that's getting ready, that person that's getting ready to receive this gift, they're like, not today. I don't want it. And that could be one of the delays, is that, we don't realize that our energy, our emotions are frequencies. It's energy. And when we have that energy of, I don't want to be bothered and stuff like that, it do reflect to the other person. The other person can feel that energy, which can cause delays in this plan. And trust me, I get it. Not all of us want to go back to someone that have done us dirty, that did us wrong, that lied, manipulated, tricked, and deceived. But for whatever reason, Spirit is saying that this person is coming back. It's not saying that you have to accept the person, but this is someone that is refusing to see or hear. This is someone where it's like, I'm refusing to take this blindfold off to see you for who you truly are and to see possible changes that you could have made. And this is someone that don't want to hear. This is someone that could have the other person blocked. That, if this person show up at your house, you're not going to answer the door. If this person come to your job, you're going to call off sick. Like, this is somebody that really don't want to hear it and don't want to see any progress or anything. I can't blame you. I mean, you are the one that know what it is that you've been through. And, if those people hit those marks where you like, this is unforgivable, I mean, it's nothing that I can do. It's nothing that Spirit can do, because at the end of the day, we do have free will. We have free will to make whatever choice we want. But the only thing that I would say is that before making that choice, make sure that you look at everything that's available first to make sure that you're making the best choice possible. You have in the crossing energy, you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is all about truth and clarity. This is someone that is going to come in with truth and clarity. This is someone that's going to come in very strong and determined, and this person is going to be very persistent on trying to start a new beginning with you. This is not a liar. If the Seven of Cups was out here, this would be someone that is trying to, deceive and things like that. But this is not a liar. This is someone that's ready to come in with truth and clarity. And this person wants to start a new beginning with the Fool card here. And this is someone that has finally mustered up the strength in order to approach you, because they know that this conversation is not going to be smooth. They know this conversation is not going to be the easiest conversation. But you have another energy, which is the clarifier, as the Seven of Wands. This is someone that's, again, very persistent. This is someone that's ready to persevere. And so this is someone that is going to ask, for a new beginning. And this is someone that's just not going to take no for an answer. I don't see it being done in a very abusive or negative way, but this is someone that truly wants to show you that they have changed. They're coming in with a lot of, power and energy, and very determined to say that, look, you're the one. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I messed up. Will you please forgive me? Will you give me another chance? This is someone that wants a new start. Even for the hidden emotion, you have second chance. And so we have, look, this person want to return, and this person wants a second chance. It's definitely potent in their energy that this is someone that wants to return. But now we're back in your energy. Your energy, which is the energy of the Queen of Cups. This is the Divine Feminine I'm talking to. Spirit is trying to work on you before this person comes in. That Spirit is trying to get you through a spiritual awakening, to open you up, to let you know that there's a possibility that this person could be, the one, that they could be completely changed. You're being represented as the Divine Feminine, where this is letting me know that, this person is ready to return, but God is working on you. God is working on you of letting go what happened, healing from what happened, and that when this person come to make the best choice possible. But I don't think that you're going to let this person in. This is very contradicting energy. You have that, a commitment is going to be made, that this person is going to want to be committed, but you have curse here, and curse is not being represented as witchcraft, but it's being represented as your negative thoughts. That, this could be someone that you are just like, you know what? Love is not for me. Love is not in the cards for me. I'm tired of dealing with these niggas. I'm tired of dealing with these people just gonna cheat and do me wrong and stuff like that. And this could be someone that has their heart completely closed now because of what happened. And the judgment card is trying to wake you up and say, hey, I don't want to sound insensitive, but this is someone the spirit is waking you up and saying shit happens. Nobody is perfect. Everybody come with mistakes. And you could say, well, but this motherfucker did this. Like, that's not a simple mistake. That's a lot. And if that's what you're standing on, then by all means stand on it. Who am I to tell you not to? I don't know exactly what happened. All I can see is the energy that is unfolding. That's it. And the energy that's unfolding is that this person is ready to come back in truth and clarity. And the only thing that I say, because you are being shown as blinded, that you're not trying to see and you're not trying to hear anything. The only thing that I can say is that, don't judge a book by its cover. Let the person come in and present their case. I'm a firm believer of, no, trust me, I'm a Gemini. I'm very cutthroat. Now I'm very cutthroat. Now I'm probably just as cutthroat as this person. Because this person is being seen as the Queen of Cups. When the Queen of Cups is, the Queen of Cups is loving, fair, adored. But when this bitch say she done, and when she don't want to fuck with nobody anymore, baby, that heart is cold. Ain't nothing finna bring that heart back to life. That heart is dead. You know, um, and I'm very cutthroat. I'm the same way where I'm just like, look, I don't have time for shit. I want peace in my life. If you're not gonna bring me peace, then we don't have nothing to talk about. But I am the type of person that if the person comes in with an apology, a direct apology, where they are like, look, Rashad, I'm sorry, I will listen to it. But if the person comes in with something else where it's like, oh, you need to, boom, door slammed in the face, bitch, I don't even want to hear it. I'm not even finna let you finish that damn sentence. Because to me, I'm the type of person, the first thing that better come out of your damn mouth is an apology and addressing the elephant in the room. If you try to switch around and talk about this and that and that and that, baby, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for that shit. I'm not finna let that shit in. Like, I'm not even finna have my mind thinking about this. And so the best approach to me, the first thing that better come out your damn mouth is I'm sorry. And then why you're sorry. I'm sorry. I should have never did this. Like, I like to address shit. I like to address the elephant in the room. If we're not addressing the elephant in the room and the only thing you're doing is trying to sweep some under the rug, just the love bomb, oh no, I don't play those games. No, that's when I'm going to be on your side. That's when I'm like, my heart is cold as shit. Like, I don't have time for it. I've already learned how to survive on my own. Like, I just don't have time for the shit. But if the person at least give the opportunity, let the person give them the opportunity. If that first text message is, oh, I, I miss your cooking. I'm like, bitch, blocked. We ain't finna, like, I'm not finna talk about no damn cooking. I'm not finna talk about no damn gym. I want to talk about an apology. I want to talk about what the fuck you did and why the fuck you did it. But to each his own, so I'm kind of there with you that I'm quick to close a door. I'm quick to close a door, especially because to me, if you don't start off with an apology, that's the first red flag for me that you haven't learned a damn thing. that you're still the same manipulative person than ever, trying to use emotional manipulation, trying to use distractions, trying to use all of these different tactics instead of addressing the problem at hand. I'm the type, I don't care if it's been 8 years, address the problem at hand because I have to feel peace. I have to know in my mind that this may not occur again. And so I kind of feel you on that. But, commitment is saying that commitment is trying to come in. But, you can curse this with your thoughts because what we believe is what we manifest. If you believe wholeheartedly that this person will never change, regardless of all the change that this person has made, you will never be able to see it. You will only be able to see the person that left. And so don't create illusions. Allow what is present to be present, but don't create your own illusions. So that's going to be key for the Queen of Cups, especially the Queen of Cups, because Queen of Cups is emotional. And so, whenever you're dealing with any type of water element, water energy, emotions can cast a lot of illusions. And just because you feel something emotionally, emotions are very subjective. It doesn't mean that it's factual. Just because you feel it, it doesn't mean that it's factual. And so emotions are very subjective. Emotions will have you seeing things that's not there. That's how you create a lot of mirages. Emotions are the rulers of illusions. And so we need to cast out illusions and we need to get in logic and see what is actually presented before us. Don't come to a conclusion for somebody. Let them present their own thing and then you come up with a conclusion. That's all I got to say about it. But I know y'all still gonna be in the comments. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that motherfucker. Niggas ain't shit. Whatever it is, whatever float your boat. But remember, that type of thinking is what's causing a curse in your life. So just keep that in mind too. This is the importance of healing. You have in the challenge position, you have the Six of Swords. This is somebody that's ready to move back. They're letting go of everything that, that is existing in their life. And this is someone that's taking the leap of faith, just like with the Fool card. They're saying, I want to come back. I want to give this another try because you have the Five of Cups. This is someone that's mourning over their loss. This is someone that's depressed and sad. This is someone that is saying, look, my Three of Cups has spilled over. There's no celebration in my life right now. I want to go back to the Two of Cups that's in the upright that is behind me. And so this is someone that's going back to the past and that they're longing for this. This is someone that has been longing for this. And so this person is longing for you. This person wants to return. This person want a second chance. This person want to be committed. But at the end of the day, you're not having it. Even the card at the bottom of the deck is saying that this is a past life connection. This is a soulmate. But it's up to you. I'm keep getting the same reading over and over. Normally when I keep getting the same readings over and over, it's mean the person that is intended for is something you're not getting. Card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is telling you that you need to have discernment in this. Typically, when we keep getting the same reading over and over and over, it means that whatever it is the Spirit is trying to tell you, you're not getting it. A lot of people that like to brag that to say that, oh, Spirit, give me multiple downloads and all of this other stuff. If you're getting multiple downloads, multiple signs and stuff like that over the same thing, that means it's because it's either you're easily to be depressed and sad, or you're not getting what it is that Spirit is trying to convey to you. And so that number will keep appearing. That sign will keep appearing. You will keep hearing sirens and everything else because Spirit is like, I have not gotten your attention yet. And when it comes to the Queen of Cups, what Spirit is trying to do is not convince you to accept this person. It's convincing you to let go of all negative philosophies, where it's like, even if you don't accept this person, I don't want you walking around saying niggas ain't shit. I want you to be able to say that, yes, I had a bad experience, but I know that it's somebody out there for me. And so that's what Spirit is trying to work on you with, Queen of Cups. Is Spirit is trying to clear your mind, where it's like, stop casting these illusions, because the more you say it and the more you speak it, you give life to it. And not only are you blocking this person, but you're blocking any potential person that is able to come into your life. And then you wonder why you haven't had love yet. For the King of Swords, Spirit has clearly been dealing with you, because it's like, get your shit together, stop being a hoe, stop jumping from person to person, and this time come in truth and clarity and be committed. There's lessons that both sides need to learn. When a breakup happened, we always want to point the blame to one person and say, well, you did this, you did that. Both of you have wrong. And we got to learn how to process that in the healing stage. Is we got to understand, what did I do wrong? Because as much as we can say, well, this person cheated on me, but what if they cheated on you because you were never available? They were never able to get sex from you. It doesn't justify their actions. It doesn't render them innocent and clear for what it is that they did, but it do open your eyes now that in the next relationship, you need to be available for the other person, because when you're not available, these are the things that happen. These are the things that creep in. And so the healing process is not all about the blame. It's always you. We got to realize what we did wrong as well. When I look back at, my relationships, I always say, my number one thing is always my mouth. I think that's a typical thing for Geminis. Geminis is a very dual sign. We're very peaceful. We're very, loving, adored, kind, all types of stuff, just like the Queen of Cups. But the moment you press that button and you get us and you push us against that wall, a Gemini can flip on you and you see a completely opposite side. And mine is normally manifest through my mouth. It's through my words. It's, my words, as much as it can bring peace, it can bring chaos. As much as it can bring someone together, it can tear somebody apart. And so that's the thing that I've always learned in relationships, is to be very careful when it comes to my words. And so typically when I know that, my partner want to engage in an argument or something like that, that is the one reason I always get up. I'll go in my truck and I'll go for a drive. I'll go for a walk around the block. I will always do something to calm me down. And then once I'm calm, that's when I approach the situation, because I have learned over the years that I must be calm when dealing with these type of issues. Even when I'm dealing with my son Elijah, I have learned that it is best for me to tell him, go to your room or go to sleep, and deal with it in the morning, than to just sit there and yell and scream, and my blood pressure is up, and he heard nothing but yelling and screaming. And so it's things that we have to learn. Both parties have fault, and you got to learn what your fault is.